Darkus, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Are you alright? You enjoy your nap? I most certainly did.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of work, and I think I'm almost there in getting you out. It'll take a little bit more time, though. You're gonna need to play through with this. Right. And...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. So, Darkus, what exactly is,
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna follow him to the letter, or... No, this time I'm
Coming
going to
to a
irritate him.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Just be careful. This ending is a little trippy. What do you mean? This is an ending where effectively you die. What? I'm not doing that then. Yeah. Thing is, it's a case of... Because this is an infinite loop, you... Excuse me. You effectively are dead, yet not. A sort of Schrodinger's cat scenario.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Curious.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I am ignoring you, narrator. I'm curious.
2845.
Yeah, he's getting a little irritated, but it's honestly kind of fun irritating him. I wonder if those are the developers or anything. Maybe family?
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What happens if I input it now? Nothing. Yeah, I kind of figured nothing would happen. Let's see. Okay, 2 here. Alright, let's see. I suppose we should just get on with this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
You speak of freedom, but I am also being controlled
Stanley
by
walked
you.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What happens if I stay here not doing anything? I don't think anything does happen. May as well just go ahead and get through it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one's out of service. What is that? Hard to say for sure. I wonder how many monitors there are. 601, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 606. Odd. Achievement get. What? You wouldn't understand. What, did something appear? I don't see anything. You wouldn't honestly be able to see it. At least, I don't think you should. I mean, then again, last time you spoke to me in the pause menu and you shouldn't have been able to do that. So, maybe you're starting to become more aware of your intermediary. Intermediary? Is that the right terminology? I don't know.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Was there supposed to be something there? Oh, there's a confusion ending entrance. Well,
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I've got the programming almost done. Just need to find something to use as a jump source for it. It's 2, 4. Three is over here. Okay. I wonder what these are for. Not sure. That sounds like a confirmation tone. Yeah, it kinda did. Tone sounds more like a failure tone. Yeah, it kind of does. It's odd. Relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary? That's kind of an odd thing.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I wasn't
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Okay, it appears I need to do something.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
What a narcissistic fool.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These number buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up. How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
How unusual. Still don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever figured that out. Then again, someone probably has.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm trying to remember. How did I get to that underground area? I I don't remember myself. I'll need to go back and check that footage. You're recording me. Yeah, in a sense. Why? To document your tale. The Tale of Stanley, you know? What? You'll see whenever you get out. It might, again, take a little while, but... we'll, eventually get there. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. I'll be right back, Stanley. Need to figure this route out real quick. Right. I'll be here waiting. Okay, I'm back. So you're going to need to go the wrong way the entire time and leap off.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Okay, it's gonna take a few seconds.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
You need to get to that
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
No.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Considering you can't hear me.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I don't care.
You heartless bastard.
No.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because I have
if
a
it's the
goal
latter, well,
I
I don't know
reach.
what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. Okay, new game.
Okay, so it's getting close. Okay, so it's getting close.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Goodbye. Right. Almost there. 4, 5, 6, 4, 7. Good. Alright. Are you ready over there? Yes, just tell me what I need to input. Right. So, this is what exactly is going to happen. Alright, now input these coordinates in there. And preparing the jump, I'm using the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition as the port. Now, I will say this is a 50-50 shot. You could get out, but you could get taken to the Ultra Deluxe Edition. If you get taken there, I can still use that since it's a more modernized version, and I can pull you out that way. Alright? Now just hold on tight and... Darkus? Wait, this looks different. Slightly different, but still some. Thing looks newer, brighter. Can me Darkus? Here. Darkus, are you there? Stanley, can you hear me? Hey, yeah, something went wrong with the transport. You got stuck in Ultra Deluxe Edition.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'll admit, I kind of figured it would be a long shot, but yes, I suppose we'll just have to try again. Yeah, but now we gotta find another area. I don't know if the same location will work this time, but we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, we'll figure something out. I'll figure something out to help get you out. Right. But I think in the meantime, we're gonna need to call it for now. Yes, it is getting... It is getting stressful. I'm going to go to the usual spot. And rest. I feel exhausted after that. Yeah, I can imagine so. Go ahead and get some rest. We can figure this out next time. We'll figure something out, alright? Right. Right. Sleep well. And you have a good day or evening or whatever. It's early morning for me, but I head to work. Ah, I see.